Hello, everyone, and welcome into this special episode of A Walk with the Warhawks presented by Raising Cane's. Be sure to stop by their location on South Clack Street here in South Abilene, Raising Cane's. I'm Mike Ezekiel, the host of the show, and today's guest is a special one to me, a guy that I've been wanting to get on for a long time. We've had a lot of scholar athletes come on this year. This is our first coach that we've had, and it's a special one. From football, Larry Dockery, the wide receivers coach. Larry, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, I'm glad to have you on, and I see you're coming to us from your office. It looks like you got a lot of memorabilia in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Past players, past coaches, of course, my family. You know, this is my motivation every day. Keep me going.
I love it, man. And, dude, you've had quite the journey in the coaching world. And let's just start by talking about that. You know, you've been at McMurry for 6 years. You're entering your sixth season as a wide receivers coach. And, Larry, obviously this has probably been a different season. Obviously at this time of year, we would already be on the field, but with things the way they are now, haven't quite been able to do that. But how does it feel to finally be back in a rhythm of, you know, getting the guys back to working out and hopefully getting towards practicing soon?
Mike, it's been great, man. Breath of fresh air, you know. Nothing beats being around your guys, you know. So, you know, and I speak, you know, definitely for our entire coaching staff. We love loving on our guys, you know. So being able to see them get after it every morning and in the evenings, it's been great, man. You know, and best of all, we've been able to break in our brand new, you know, weight room facility, you know. So that's been amazing, man.
Yeah, a great facility indeed. And, you know, we've shared a lot of information about that facility. Our donors made it happen, and we're super grateful for that. I know you guys are, but let's just talk about a little bit of the work that went into that project. I know football kind of headed that up, and what a great project it turned out to be.
It really did, you know. Huge shout out to our donors, alumni, you know, faculty and staff, everybody. You know, we've been very, very blessed, you know. It just enhanced, you know, everything that's going on with McMurry Athletics, you know, and every sport's been in there, you know, just seeing everybody interact, you know, it's just second to none. Very grateful.
Yeah, it's good to see that every program's getting to use it and everybody's benefiting from it, and the scholar athletes really seem to enjoy it, so that's good. But Larry, let's talk about your journey to McMurry, because you've had quite a story. You grew up in Compton, California, and then you played some college football here and there, played some JUCO ball in California, but then you also played at Troy. So me being an Alabama guy, I found a connection with you right away. But and then you came to Abilene. Just talk about what your journey's been like to this point.
Man, to be honest with you, Mike, God has been great. You know, he's definitely been along with me, you know, the entire ride, you know. You know, I've been blessed to be around some great people, you know, starting, you know, with Jim Bittner out at Moore Park Junior College. That's kind of where it started, you know. I went in there and took care of business, you know. And Ricky Logo recruited me out of Troy, Alabama. And I was blessed to be able to play for the great Larry Blakeney out there, man, who I love and admire, you know. Was able to, you know, play under, you know, Tony Franklin, Neil Brown, great people, you know, that I still talk to and have relationships with today, you know. And, you know, coming to Abilene, you know, was even a more blessing, because I tell this story all the time. You know, I did my tryout actually on McMurray's football field.
Wow.
You know, and, you know, to be here now, you know, with my son going to school here, my wife working here, it's truly a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely. Your entire family's here. This is almost home for you now, honestly. And but Larry, you kind of referred to doing your first tryout on McMurray's field, and what you're referring to is playing some local football games in Abilene. And I believe you were on the arena scene for a little bit. What was that like for you? I guess transitioning from being a quarterback on a college football playing field to doing it in arena football.
Man, it was pretty interesting. You know, everything was just a lot quicker. You know, in the indoor world, everything's pre-snap read, getting the balls out quick. You know, but like I said, I was blessed, you know, with great coaches. You know, I learned under Robert Kent, you know, who's probably still playing right now. They called him Superman. He's a great out of Jackson State University.
That's right.
And, you know, he took me under his wing and, you know, showed me the ropes. And, you know, I'm forever grateful of him too.
Wow, that's awesome, man. You have so many connections, it sounds like, and you know, you haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg with some of the guys you've brought up over the years. But Larry, something else I want to ask you about, and this is something that's kind of been an interesting move for you. You've had quite an eventful summer. You had some administrative roles added to your position, and You've been trusted with the position of being the coordinator of inclusion and diversity. How important is that to you, and how special is it to be nominated for such a position like this?
It's very important to me, and I want to thank, President Sandra Harper and Dr. Ferguson for trusting me and believing in me. I'm very grateful of it. I'm going to work hard. I've already started, putting things together. And one of the best things I like about it is it's going to, get me closer to not only, my other colleagues that I work with here at McMurry, but all the other different student athletes that are here. We deal with 150 football players here. So a lot of times I don't get to, really have a relationship with the soccer players or, the softball players or, all the other 11 sports that we have here, so that's going to definitely help me in that aspect. And I really look forward to it.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing what you do. And, not to give away all of your plans right now, I'm sure you have plenty of them that we'll release pretty soon. We're trying to do the United as Warhawks campaign. You're going to spearhead that, and that's going to be excited. But we also put together a student diversity council. I believe there's 20 students.
Yes,
what are some of the other things that you have planned in this position?
I plan to be active in the community as well, because McMurray is home, and we want to get out. We actually want to team up, with Hardin Simmons on some things, ACU on some things, and because this is home. We want to be very active in this community.
I like it. All right, Larry. Well, enough of this. Are you ready for rapid fire?
Let's do it.
All right, rapid fire. First question. Let me get my questions here. Got to make sure we're good. What athlete influenced your style of play growing up?
Oh, hands down, Michael Vick. Like, that was my guy. Oh, my God. Just watching him growing up from Virginia Tech, all the way to the Falcons. I mean, I even had the braids like him. You know what I mean? I didn't have the speed like him, unfortunately, but I definitely brought the swag to the table. But Michael Vick was my man.
Okay, I got to talk about Michael Vick a little bit because Madden 04, he was the human cheat code. I mean,
oh man, what?
That was it, man. He had the best speed, but something I really liked about Michael Vick, and see what you think about this. I watched him play the Green Bay Packers one year. I think it was 04, 03 in the playoffs, and they were running QB sweeps. It almost looked like a college style of play. Do you think Michael Vick kind of influenced maybe a little bit of the way the game's played now?
He definitely did. Just the quarterback position, that man. The best thing the thing that stood out about him the most to me was his confidence. Like, you never saw him hang his head, even when he was down or were taking some tough blows. It didn't matter, man. That dude just brought it, and that's my man, Michael Vick, for sure.
I like it. All right, so let's talk pro sports teams. I'll get off sports eventually, but I kind of want to know, being from Compton and now living in Texas, where's your allegiance to your sports teams?
Definitely Laker Nation, all day, every day, even on Sunday. Definitely Laker Nation. Okay, I definitely love the Dodgers too. Die-hard Dodger fan. Been liking the Dodgers since Darryl Strawberry, Mike Piazza, and all those guys.
All those guys that played for the Mets too.
Oh, yeah, they sure did. And definitely the LA Chargers now. We took a tough loss against the Chiefs. But we'll be back. We're gonna get back in form on Sunday going against the Panthers.
You think Justin Herbert's the answer?
Oh yeah. I mean, I hate it. Tyrod. I mean, I really it was surprising to even see Herbert under the center on Sunday. But that dude, that's why we got him that early. He's going to be a guy. I'm behind him.
Okay, the last thing I'll ask you about the pro sports thing, are you worried at all about the Denver Nuggets after last night?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Lakers in 5, actually.
Wow. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. Well, Larry, let's transition to food because we both like to talk about food. I obviously like to eat a lot, so but it's no secret that your wife, Courtney, who works at McMurry, as you said earlier, she works in the admissions office. She likes to post a lot of her dishes on social media. And Larry, you're eating good. I can tell. Yeah. What's your favorite thing that your wife makes for dinner?
Whew. It's kind of tough to just say one because I'm very blessed at the house. I ain't going to lie about that now. But if it had to be one, I would definitely say her gumbo. Her gumbo is absolutely fire.
Wow.
Fire.
So you got some shrimp in there, and what else you put in?
Oh man, shrimp. It's just the way she seasons it. Her seasoning is, man, that's what makes it, you know. The shrimp, gumbo, sausage, all the makes, you know. I might even ask for some maybe this weekend now that we're talking about it.
There you go. That's a good choice. All right. So your son, Jaden, he's a member of the track team here at McMurry. And obviously we see a lot of your other children, they're involved in sports, playing football and other things. What sports do you enjoy watching them play? And, what did you like playing growing up?
I love that. I mean, and it's crazy because, I want to be the parent that kind of, pull the beach chair out and kind of watch them. But actually with my youngest, I'm actually coaching his football and basketball team currently,
Wow.
so I don't really get to just sit back and just watch him just like I can my other kids. My daughter plays volleyball and basketball over at Cooper, and then we get to go watch Jayden, and his track meets, and little Larry as well. So it's just great, for us to be able to, we try to keep them busy all the time. They know they got to do something. They're not going to just sit around the house. They know that for sure. So it's a blessing, and growing up, I love Little League Baseball, Well, I was able to play with a team that kind of went all the way up to Pony League from minor leagues all the way up, and we stayed together. We were the Compton Reds. We were actually pretty good, so I love me some baseball now. So.
Well, that's quite a wide variety there. This is probably an obvious question to answer, but do you enjoy, I guess, when you were growing up playing it more, or do you enjoy watching your kids play it more?
I'll probably say I enjoy watching my kids, because they just naturally, just get after it. They know I'm rolling with them, whatever it is. If they want to go play the piano, I'm going to be there at their recitals. You know what I mean? So it's to see them naturally, develop a passion to play is just, me and my wife, we love it. And we're there every step of the way.
I love it. Larry, final question for you. What's your favorite thing about McMurry?
Oh, hands down, the people here, man. Like, this is my family, You can probably see in the back right there, that's my immediate family back home, in Compton. But here at McMurry, like, I can honestly say, like, I really have a strength family here, people that like genuinely have my back here, people I can lean on, that are definitely truly here for me, every step of the way, and for the kids, it's just second to none, man. And I hate to point out anybody in particular because everybody's great, but Mama Ball, Bev Ball, is definitely one, who's always been there for me every step of the way. In fact, she came to my office the other day and we visited, and I hadn't been able to see her for a while, but it was great to see her, and Reverend Bill Libby, that's my man. He's always been there for me, been there for my family, and those two people right there, are a great example of what this place is all about, and my job, I don't take it lightly. I want to be somebody that, these kids here now can lean on. They know it's an open door policy here, under Coach Neal's league, they can come talk to us about anything, so that's probably the biggest thing I love about here at McMurry.
Well, I'm sure we could talk all day about this, but Larry, I guess we got to get back to our jobs, and I know you're a busy man, but thank you for taking the last 15 minutes or so to share with us and to come on the show. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir, Mike. Anytime, man. Thank you for having me, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tune in next week for another episode of A Walk with the Warhawks. For Larry Dockery, I'm Mike Ezekiel.